The High Red Raiders playing host to the Mill River Minutemen. Mark Carboneau along with Ernie Sule tonight here from Keefe Gymnasium. Your starters for Mill River is Billy Austin, number 22, Victor Perez Chirinos, number 30. It's easy for you to say. Number 34 is Tate Williams. Number 44, George Peterson. Number 52, Clay Piani. Number 11, Kyle Wilson for the Raiders. Number 13, Andrew Pizzanelli. Number 21, Pat Barker. Number 32, Joel Leichman. And number 44, Sheldon Kirk. So it's the Raiders and the Mill River Minutemen tonight. These two teams met in the Holiday Tournament Championship of the Raider Holiday Tournament back in December. And that game was won by, Ernie, refresh my memory, as the Raiders and the Minutemen played back in December, and the winner was Rutland. Okay. And the tip is controlled by the Raiders. Leichman. And this is Pizzanelli outside. Over to Kyle Wilson. Wilson around outside as the Raiders work it around. We got a travel call. And just like that, Pat Barker dragged the pivot foot. The ball goes back to Mill River now with 7:49 left in the first quarter of play. The Minutemen now bring it up. Going without the glasses on this one here, George Peterson outside. And we go down low. Inside, it's Billy Austin looking for help. The ball goes out of bounds. And it's controlled by Mill River, so the Minutemen will inbound it here with 7:27 left. First quarter action from Keefe Gymnasium tonight. Varsity boys basketball as Joel Leichman gets the ball. Gets it to Wilson now as Kyle brings it down. They go to Barker. Barker goes inside to Leichman. We got a travel call on Joel, and the ball will go back into the hands of the Minutemen. Mill River will inbound. Number 34, Tate Williams. We'll get it to, we'll just say Perez for short. Stolen away, back the other way. Pizzanelli off the glass and in. Andrew Pizzanelli with the bucket. The Raiders are on the board, 2-0. 6:57 left, first quarter. Just playing the lane, stolen away. Nice defense by the Raiders. Pizzanelli back the other way and batted away. Boy, what a block down the other end of the court by George Peterson, number 44. As the ball pretty much indented in the backstop on the other side of the basket down there. So the Raider basketball now, as they wanted to go down low, and it's out of bounds. Mill River will inbound it now. This should be a good ball game tonight. 6:41 left, first quarter, and the Raiders on top here, 2-0. This is Peterson now. They work it to the big guy, Piani. Clay gets it back to Peterson. Perez, 22 outside. That's Austin shot, no good. Rebound is controlled by the Raiders. Wilson in the lane. Sheldon Kirk off the glass. Pretty play. Wilson to Kirk, and it's a 4-0 ball game. 6:07 left, first quarter. Back the other way now, the Minutemen. Austin wanted to go inside, tipped away, and it's going to be a Mill River basketball here. Minutemen will inbound it. Tate Williams will inbound it here for Mill River. It's at the Peterson. Wants to go down low to Piani. Stolen away, and he stepped out of bounds. It's a good defensive play by Kyle Wilson, but unfortunately he steps out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Mill River. 5:55 left here in the first quarter. Knocked away by Joel Leichman. Austin will inbound it. Goes to Peterson now. And almost a steal by Pisanelli. Boy, I tell you, Mill River, though, is quick as he off the back of the iron goes the shot. Look out, Peterson goes to the deck along with Barker. Mill River comes back the other way with Billy Austin. Boy, I'll tell you, this place is going to be jumping tonight. This is going to be a good ball game here as we got varsity action on 15. Turnaround off the back of the iron, doesn't go. Rebound and control by the Raiders. This is Wilson as he slows it up. Now they go inside Kirk, and a basket was not there, but the foul was. And the foul is going to go against George Peterson of the Minutemen. At the line, Sheldon Kirk for the Raiders. Sheldon Kirk gets them both. It's a 6-0 ball game here with 5:18 left. Back come the Minutemen. Austin out to Piani now. And they go to Perez. And a lot of hand checking there, but the shot goes off the back of the iron. Austin goes to the deck. They're going to get a foul, I believe, on, let's see, is this Pisanelli? 1-3. Andrew Pisanelli picks up the personal. Pisanelli's first, and the Minutemen will inbound it. 5:03 left, first quarter of action. The Raiders on top, 6-zip. They go down low. Piani, the turnaround off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound, Austin picks up the loose ball. Inside to Peterson off the glass. 6-2, Mill River on the board now with 4:47 left in the first quarter from Keefe. Back the other way now. They come the Raiders. Leichman off the back of the iron. Put back, no good by Kirk, and it's controlled by Mill River. This is Perez now. Perez Chirinos working against Pisanelli down there. They go down the corner to Austin. Austin looking down low. Peterson back out. Piani in the lane. Turnaround. Doesn't go. Rebound controlled by Kirk. Back the other way they come. The Raiders now with Wilson looking for help, and it's Barker saves it. Back the other way we come. Austin in the lane to Peterson. Loses the handle, taken away by Kyle Wilson. Now Wilson's got Pisanelli headed to the basket, and he slowed up. Shot by Kirk is good. Sheldon Kirk with the bucket. And we've got an 8-2 ball game. Back comes the Minutemen now. This is Peterson. There's to Williams. Back out to Billy Austin outside. Perez Chirinos now as he drives the baseline. We got a fall. And I believe Joel Leichman picked up the personal. Let's see here what the call is. Leichman sets his first personal. 8-2, the Raiders on top. Got a couple of subs coming in for both squads. Jeff Iacono comes in, number 10, and number 20 for the Raiders, Jason Fair. Number 10 in for Mill River, Jeremy Brown. And let's see. Number 30 in there for Mill River. That's Chris Williams on the ball game for the Minutemen. Shot, and it drops. Williams, Tate Williams with the bucket. And it's an 8-4 ball game now. Back come the Raiders. This is Wilson got it over to Jeff Iacono out there, number 10. Back outside to Wilson. Wilson, Iacono. Kirk is in there. Leichman. And also Jason Fair, a shot off the back of the iron, controlled by Piani of the Mill River Minutemen. And back they come the other way, 8-4, 2:50 left in the first quarter. It's been a quick one. And the handle lost by Billy Austin, got it back in the lane. The shot, no go, controlled by the Raiders. Leichman with the rebound. Off the board. He wanted to go to Sheldon Kirk, and it's off the backboard, back into the hands of the Minutemen now as they come back down. Jeremy Brown looked inside, and it's controlled by Kirk of the Raiders. It's it to Wilson. Kyle Wilson will bring it up here. 2:17 left, first quarter of play. Back to Kirk, and the Raiders call a timeout. It's a 20-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Action fast and furious in the first quarter, 2:13 left. And both teams up and down the court here at a fierce pace. It's 8-4. The Raiders on top in a big ball game. And again, these two teams met back in December in that the Raider Holiday Tournament. And it's both teams looking forward to the rematch tonight. Mark Carboneau along with Ernie Sule tonight from the Keefe Gymnasium. And we're just about ready to start action again here with 2:13 left in the first quarter of play. Kyle Wilson will inbound for the Raiders. This is Barker. Back to Wilson now. Looking for some help. Jason Fair. They go downside to Leichman in the lane. Back out to the foul line to Barker. Knocked away out of Leichman's hands. And they're going to give it to the Raiders will inbound. Kyle Wilson out to Joel Leichman in the lane. Turn around, doesn't go. Rebound is controlled by Piani of the Minutemen. 8-4, 1:47 left in the first quarter here from Keefe. Down low, Piani working, and we got a reach and fall. Jeff Iacono will pick up the personal. It's Jeff's first as he just got into the ball game about a minute or so ago, and it's Mill River basketball. Perez Chirinos now. They goes back to Tate Williams. Chirinos. The big guy. This is Piani. Outside. Jeremy Brown works it inside on the baseline. We got a foul. Jason Fair with the personal. That's Jason's first in the contest. Mill River will take it out of bounds here. From our vantage point, I can see where the Raiders have 4 team fouls. I can't see the other side of the curtain, so I can't tell you how many fouls Mill River has. They got 1. Thank you, Ernie. So Minutemen with 1 team foul. Jason Fair comes to the sidelines. Sheldon Kirk is in. And the shot, let's see, knocked away. Scramble for it. Back outside. And pretty play. They got the ball back. This is Wilson now for the Raiders. Iacono's in there. Leichman just set the pick. They wanted to go down low. Knocked away. Peterson. And he knocked it away from Kirk and retrieves the basketball. Mill River back to the attack now. 51 seconds left. First quarter, 8-4. The Raiders on top. Looking around outside, looking for the open man here as Mill River works it methodically. And a steal by Kyle Wilson. And a block. And he got a piece of Wilson as Wilson hits the deck. Man, what a block by number 30. That was Chris Williams. And this will send Kyle Wilson to the line for the Raiders. It looked like he had a clear shot, but out of nowhere, Williams comes up and blocks it. Kyle Wilson goes to the charity stripe here with the 33 seconds left. checking out is Joel Leitzman of the Raiders to get a short breather. 33 seconds left first quarter. And at the line to shoot the second one is Wilson. Kyle gets them both, and it's a 10-4 ball game now with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Well, it wasn't a backcourt. It was close, but it wasn't. I don't know what happened there. Somebody is hurt here. That's Wilson. And Wilson hit the deck. We got all the coaches out on the floor, and he was just level. And I think the officials may want to just kind of get things under control here, but I didn't see the actual shot. But Kyle Wilson down on the floor, and 19 seconds left. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back. We're getting ready for action again here as Kyle Wilson took a pick, and he hit the deck. He's up. Got up under his own power, so that's a good sign. Craig Barbagallo into the contest as Iacono and Barbagallo the guards now, with Kyle Wilson getting a breather, and they're taken downstairs for some observation. But very physical contest today as the Raiders have the lead 10-4 with about 5 seconds left. There's a shot, and it's good by Matt Barker for the Raiders, and at the buzzer ending the first quarter play, it's the Rutland High Red Raiders 12 and the Mill River Minutemen 4. In the second quarter. This is Peterson from outside, and it's good. So the Minutemen now starting to mount a little bit of a comeback here as it's 12-8. Second quarter play, down to 7:09 left. Inside to go to Kirk. He loses the handle. The Raiders came out strong, and they took it right to Mill River. And since that timeout for the injury, Peterson's shot doesn't go. But since then, the Minutemen have come back strong here. It's a 12-8 ball game. The action is quick. It's fast and furious here at Keefe tonight. And they want to go down low to Sheldon Kirk. Ball goes out of bounds, and then once again the Raiders turn the ball back in to the Minutemen's hands here. This place is loud, I know that. 6:39 left. Minutemen, number 30, Chris Williams, outside, shot is good. Perez Chirinos, and Victor is there for the bucket, 12-10. As he sinks that one, it's 12-10 Raiders now, as Mill River has climbed back to within 2. Raiders had a 12-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. The foul inside, and over the back is number 30. Actually, number 10, I'm sorry, Jeremy Brown, number 10 with the fall for Mill River. As a couple of subs going in now. Number 34 back into the ball game, Tate Williams. Number 52 is back in, Clay Piani. So they're back in the ball game. They were two of the starters. Got a little breather as they're back in now. Is Kirk looking for some help, and he travels. And 3 turnovers now by the Raiders to put the ball back in the Mill River's hands again with just about 6 minutes left here in the second quarter play as the Minutemen bring it down. They go to Piani. Outside Peterson surveys the situation. Outside Billy Austin. And Austin with a 3-pointer. And the Mill River has taken a 13-12 lead now. So the Minutemen all the way back. They trailed at one time 12-4. And they have the lead now 13-12. As they go inside. Kirk up off the glass, and it won't go. And we got a fall underneath by Perez Chirino. So Victor commits the fall. And it'll send Sheldon Kirk to the line here for the Raiders. 13-12, Mill River with the lead with 5:40 left here in the second quarter of play. Sheldon Kirk's second shot, and it hangs in there. So Kirk gets both of the free throws, and it's a 14-13. The Raiders back with the lead now. Peterson inside, flipped it back outside. Perez Chirinos can't handle, and it goes off of Mill River. It'll be a Raider basketball. So the Raiders will put it in play. 14-13. They're on top here with 5:26 left in the second quarter of play. This is Barbagallo now. Looking for some help. Craig Barbagallo back. He's in because of the injury to Kyle Wilson back in the first quarter. Looking for him on the bench, and I don't see him yet. Put back by Kirk, doesn't go. Another one, and Peterson, well, much to the chagrin of the Mill River faithful here tonight, they thought it was a block. He got all ball, but his second block was a foul. So both coaches talking about it, but at any rate, it's going to send Sheldon Kirk to the line for the Raiders with 4:59 left in the second quarter. .13 now as Kirk will have another one coming. Peterson's going to take a seat. That was George's second personal of the evening. And in for George will be Chris Williams, number 30. Sheldon Kirk with the second of the 2 free throws. Both of them are good. Puts the Raiders up 16-13 now. And there's a push off. I don't know what he was looking at there. It was pretty obvious. But at any rate, they're letting them play in this one, too. We had a JV game before this one, and they were certainly letting them play. There's a foul as going in for the shot was Tate Williams. And we got the push on, let's see, they're going to give this to, number 32. That's going to be Joel Leichman's second. So that's 2 on Joel here at this point. 4:44 left in the second quarter. 16-13. The Raiders on top, and at the line will be number 34, Tate Williams. Another one coming here. Down at the Convent Avenue gym, it was 17-12 Brattleboro over MSJ early in that contest. And the second one will fall. He gets one of 2, 16-14. Down at the Convent Avenue gym, it's Jack Healy, and they're doing that game tonight on WSYB. That's why I'm here with Ernie And Mark Carboneau along with Ernie Sule tonight on Channel 15, bringing you this one. Off the glass with the kiss is Joel Leichman. 18-14, 4:23 left here in the second quarter. And we've got a barn burner here at Keefe tonight. Back the other way. Billy Austin down inside, knocked away. Nice play by Pat Barker. Craig Barbagallo runs it down off the glass, and it'll hang. That would have been interference anyways because he hit the net. The basket will count, and you can't touch the net or the cylinder. And it will count. Even if it hadn't gone in, they would have counted it. 20-14, the Raiders on top, and Mill River back to the attack. Got a spirited bunch in the gymnasium tonight. 1-2 weight. That's a fall on Barbagallo. That'll be his first. And they go down inside. Pretty play by Leichman. Knocked it away, and we got a fall on the number 30 for Mill River. That's going to be Chris Williams. So Williams will pick up his second personal. And Barker will inbound for the Raiders. 20-14, 3:57 left here in the second quarter of play. Shot from outside, and it drops for Joel Leichman. Leichman with the bucket. And it's now a 22-14 game here in the second quarter of play as the Raiders open up again the lead here. They had a 12-4 lead in the first quarter, and now they've upped the lead again here, 22-14. Mill River, and we got a push off. We're finally going to call it here. Well, that makes one of the coaches happy at this point. Coach Ken's been applauding that call by the official, and it'll goes back the other way. At the foul line will be Jeff Iacono, as they had a lot of, you see a lot of that. You see a lot of the hand checking and the push off, and that was certainly evident that time around. But you got to be consistent. If you're going to call it once, you got to call it most of the night too. And a shot by Iacono is good. He'll have another one coming. Jeff Iacono hits both of them, and it's a 24-14 ball game. Now, as the Raiders have upped the lead to 10 with 3:25 left here in the second quarter. Little hand check there. No. Well, I'll tell you, the natives are restless here tonight. Shot from down, let's see, out on the inside there by Piani doesn't go, and it's controlled by Barbagallo. He brings it down, takes a shot, doesn't go. Rebound is battle for it. It's controlled by Piani of Mill River. Billy Austin brings it back now as he controls for the Mill River Minutemen. 24-14, Raiders on top. 2:54 left here in the second quarter. Piani takes Leichman inside, and they call the charge. Charge called against Piani, and that's going to be his. That's his first of the ball game as the Raiders come back here, and they'll bring the basketball back up with Craig Barbagallo. 24-14, and the Raiders have the 10-point lead. 2:38 left here, second quarter. And he stepped on the line. Barbagallo had it, worked it down the corner. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be a Mill River basketball here with 2:34 left in the second quarter of play. Jason Smith hollering instructions to his team. They go down, they want to go down low, it's knocked away. And they go back outside now. Turn around, it goes, no good. Rebound is controlled by the Raiders. A lot of bumping going on out there between the big guy, Piani, and Leichman, but no call that time around. Sheldon Kirk down low, got a foul called in the lane. Sheldon Kirk with the foul, and they go back to the other end of the court now. as Mill River will be at the line. Let's see who they'll have here. 2:02 left here in the second quarter play from Keefe. 24-14. The Raiders with the lead. And at the line for Mill River is Chris Williams. Williams' shot doesn't go, rebounded by Joel Leachman. And Leachman leaves it for Barbagallo. Craig Barbagallo doing a good job here at the point guard position. Let's see, we had an injury to Kyle Wilson back in the first quarter. And checking back in now is Pisanelli. Number 13, Andrew Pisanelli checks back in. Number 10, Jeff Iacono. A timeout is called by Mill River. I'm not sure if it's a full timeout or a 20-second timeout. And we'll take a short break. Got 145. It's tough without the glasses, but I can see better. The action is closer. I don't have a problem with that. Just looking far away at the scoreboard. 140 left. The Raiders maintain that 10-point lead, 24-14 here in the second quarter as Mill River has the ball. Piani. And, oh boy, that pass was a shot from outside. Doesn't go. A big crowd underneath the basket, and the ball's going to go off the Raiders, I believe. Be a Mill River basketball underneath. All right, the inbound to the big guy, Piani, and he gets hammered. And they're going to call that one. You heard that all the way up here. And I'm not sure who got him. 21, that's going to be Pat Barker on the foul. That's Pat's first personal of the ball game. And at the line will be number 52, Clay Piani for Mill River. 24-14, the Raiders on top. 1:19 left here in the second quarter of play. Piani gets the first one. Second one is also good. 24-16. The Raiders by 8 now with 1:19 left. Second quarter. Jeff Iacono. Look out, he called timeout. He was going to get double teamed. So he called a 20-second timeout. And then we'll take another short break. 15 left here in the second quarter of play. And the team fouls, 8 for Rutland, 8 for Mill River. As the Raiders have the ball, Iacono to Pisanelli now. Pisanelli looks across the way. Barker in the lane, off the glass. They're going to get him for traveling. So the ball will go back to the Minutemen with a minute left here. And how appropriate, a minute left. Nice here. And we got a foul underneath here. Let's see what the call is. Red 1-0. That's going to go against Jeremy Brown of the Minutemen. We'll walk back up the under end of the court. And of course, Coach Jason Smith of the Minutemen didn't totally agree with that one. But this will send Jeff Iacono to the line. That's the second personal on Jeremy Brown. And at the line for the Raiders is Jeff Iacono. And Iacono gets them both. We're going to let Sheldon Kirk check into the ball game. Checking out is Joel Leichman for the Raiders. So Kirk in, Leichman out. And we've got 52 seconds left in the second quarter as the Minutemen bring it up. This is Austin. Across the way. Back outside, the shot from downtown by Brown is no good. Downtown, Jeremy Brown. Back the other way. And the Raiders get it out. This is Iacono. Good. Jeff Iacono with the bucket. Three-pointer. And it's 29-16 as the Raiders open the lead here. Back the other way. Austin looking for help. They go down low. It's knocked away by Iacono. Good hustle by Jeff. It goes out of bounds off of his hands. And Mill River will inbound it down at that end. 11 seconds left here, second quarter. And it's a 29-16 score here. The Raiders on top. They go to Piani off the glass. So Clay puts it off the glass, makes it a 24-18 ball game. A shot at the buzzer, and it goes! Jeff Iacono hits the shot at the buzzer to end the first half of play, and it's a 32-18 score. 32 for the Rutland High Red Raiders, 18 for the Minutemen. All right, back at Keefe Gymnasium, we get ready for the second half of action here. 32-18, the Raiders over the Mill River Minutemen tonight here in a fast and furious contest tonight in high school basketball. Mark Carboneau along with Ernie Sule. And I'm glad we got this one to do. I'm enjoying it. It's been a good one. The Raiders built a 12-4 lead at the end of the first half, and then they took a 32-18 lead At the end of the first quarter, first half, it was 32-18 as Clay Piani put the stops on Pat Barker, and Mill River has the ball back in their hands here. At the buzzer ending the first half was a Jeff Iacono hitting a three-pointer, and that's where we're at, 32-18. There was a fall underneath, and the fall is going to go, let's see, it's going to go against the Raiders as number 44. Sheldon Kirk will pick up his second personal. So the second against Kirk, long shot by number 24, Perez Carinos, and it goes off the rim. Back come the Raiders down the other way now. Very patient inside. Nice look. And the basket is Sheldon Kirk. Underneath the basket is picks it up for the Raiders, and they go up 34-18. Turnaround doesn't fall for Clay Piani, and the Raiders with Craig Barbagallo. Now Barbagallo is still in there. Started the second half. Back in the first quarter, Kyle Wilson was injured, and Ernie and I have both noticed he hasn't come back up from the locker room. Off the glass and in. Perez Carinos, Victor Perez Carinos with the bucket for Mill River, and it's a 34-20 ball game now as Craig Barbagallo stepped over the timeline, and he wasn't aware where he was apparently. Stepped over, and the ball goes back to Mill River now. The Raiders up 34-20 with 6:30 left here. And what do we got here? So now Mill River turns it over. Now you can't move if you're going to take it out of bounds on the sideline. You can't move. You can move along the baseline, but not the sidelines, and that's what happened there. As the Raiders have the ball now. Now it's back to Mill River. This is Austin. Billy Austin. Was outside now. Now the jumper top, and it goes off the top of the rim. Controlled by Leichman. Runs it down. Gets it ahead to Pat Barker. Barker's going to take it in, and off the glass doesn't go. Rebound is controlled by Mill River. I think maybe that time the Raiders might have slowed it down somewhat. Back the other way. Backing it in is Peterson in the lane, and we got a foul. And a foul is going to go against, let's see if they put the numbers up there. 52, Clay Piani picks up the personal. That's his. We're going to get the glasses on this one. That's his second. Thanks, Ernie. Leichman now in the middle. Kirk underneath. Sheldon Kirk with the bucket. 36-20 now. The Raiders by 16 with 5:46 left in the third quarter. And Pisanelli's going to pick up the personal. Andrew Pisanelli just a little bit too close on the defensive side of things. Picks up the fall. That's, again, the vantage point over here. I got two team falls against the Raiders. Ernie will let me know what the Mill River Minutemen. Nice play. Clay Piani with the bucket, and he's fouled, and a chance for a three-point play here. And this will send Piani to the line. That's the third foul on Joel Leichman. And he's got the Raiders have 3 team fouls, and at the line, Clay Piani for Mill River. He gets a three-point play, and it's now a 36-23 ball game. Craig Barbagallo brings it up for the Raiders. Over to Leichman. Now they go out to Pisanelli outside. Inside to Kirk, and he's fouled on the shot attempt here. Let's see who the personal was on. 52, it's Piani. That's going to be, let's see what he's going to pick up here. That's his third. And at the line is going to be Sheldon Kirk for the Raiders. Sheldon will have another coming. Piani's going to check out because he's just picked up his third personal, so he's got to take a breather here. Checking in for him is Chris Williams for Mill River. The second one is good by Sheldon Kirk, 37-23. And the Minutemen now. Austin looking for help. Goes to Williams. To go inside. Peterson tried to turn around. He's tied up. Mill River fans looking for the foul along with Justin Smith. And coach isn't going to get it, so it'll be a Mill River basketball as they'll inbound it. I'm sorry, the Raiders are confusing the hell out of me now. Mill River will inbound it now. 5:16 left. They go out the top of the key. They go down inside and a block. Oh, he looked like he got all ball. Well, they're going to call it a foul. And let's see, they're going to call this one on. Sheldon Kirk picks up his third. That's 4 team fouls on the Raiders. And Kirk with his third at the free throw line. First shot is good by Chris Williams. And we'll have another one coming here. Leave it. Second shot is good, so Williams gets them both. And it's a 37-25 ball game now with the 5:03 left. Tipped away out of bounds, Rutland basketball. 5:02 left now in the third quarter of play. The Raiders with the lead, 37-25 as the Raiders inbound. Barbagallo to Barker. And the Raiders turn it over. This is where they're going to get into trouble here if they're going to let the Minutemen right back into this one. The Raiders continue to turn the ball over. So the Minutemen will put it in play here. Tate Williams inbounds for Mill River. Peterson now looking for Austin, at the foul line. Yeah, Austin looking for help. Gets it back to George Peterson now. Peterson back to Austin. Tate Williams. Williams inside. Shot, and it won't fall. Fouled on the play is Chris Williams. And the fall. Now we got a technical leveled against I don't know if it was Pizzanelli that said something to the official, but technical foul on number 13, Pizzanelli, and apparently said something after the foul was called. Barbagallo was charged with the personal to begin with. Craig Barbagallo got the personal. Pizzanelli gets the, that's his third. And at the line to shoot the tee, and it goes off the back of the iron. It's Chris Williams for Mill River. So Chris Williams gets one. It's 37-25. Well, that was the 2 foul shots. Now we're going to have, now we're going to shoot the technical. First 2 were for the foul that was called. Now this is going to be for the technical. 37-25, 4:35 left in the third quarter. And this will be Victor Perez Carinos who gets the first one. Chirinos or Carinos, I'm not sure, but it's close enough. Gets them both. And it makes it a 37-28 ball game. And Mill River getting closer here as the Raiders opened up a pretty good sized lead. They had a 32-18 lead at halftime. And again, you're moving. And they turn the ball back over to the Raiders. This is the Raiders. With the basketball, Barbagallo down low to Kirk, and he got.
How can you call it from down there?
The foul is called underneath.
That particular case was a good call, but it is
37-28. The Raiders with the lead. It'll be a Raider basketball out of bounds. We'll see who that foul was on. Number 34. Tate Williams picks up the personal for Mill River. We got another whistle. .34, they call Williams again. That's going to be his third personal. 2-4. Oh, okay. Fourth on Mill River, 7 for the Raiders as far as the team fouls are concerned. And a shot is good. I give it to Jason Fair. I was looking the other way. And it's 39-28 now. The Raiders with the lead. Back come the Minutemen. Billy Austin in the lane, and he draws the foul. And Craig Barbagallo picks up the personal. That's his third. That'll be the 8th against the Raiders. As Mill River has 4. There we go. And at the line was Austin. He missed. And Barbagallo brings it back for Rutland now. The Raiders 39-28 with the lead. 3:53 left, third quarter here from Keefe Gymnasium tonight. High school basketball. Barbagallo, Iacono lost the handle momentarily, got it back. And inside, that was Fair. Wanted to go down low to Barker. Tipped away, and Austin brings it up for Mill River. And George Peterson off the glass, didn't go. Iacono brings it down for the Raiders. 3:20 left, third quarter. Barbagallo now, top of the key. There we go, there's the call, and we got a whistle. Foul is on Billy Austin, number 22 for Mill River. That'll be the 5th team foul for Mill River. That's his first. And the Raiders now almost a travel by Iacono. Raiders not, there we go, now they're starting to move. We got a foul outside as Jason Fair went to the basket at the foul line. And the jumper, the ball went in the basket, is not going to count. He was fouled before the shot. 39-28, 2:57 left, and checking back in for Mill River is Jeremy Brown. Checking out is Billy Austin for the Minutemen. Shot underneath by the Raiders doesn't go. Peterson grabs it. They're going to get him for traveling. That didn't set too well with the locals here, or with the visitors from Mill River. 39-28, 2:54 left, and the Raiders inbound. Barker leaves it down low for Kirk, and he got the basket and the foul. Nice play. Barker hits the open man, Sheldon Kirk. Kirk gets the bucket. He's fouled in the process, and it's 41-28 with 2:48 left in the third quarter. A chance for Sheldon Kirk to make it a three-point play. Kirk makes it 3 points, and it's a 42-28 contest now. Checking in for Mill River, Wyatt Kelly, and checking out will be number 30, Chris Williams. All right, back to the attack, the Minutemen. 42-28 now, down low. Back outside, Peterson. And a shot doesn't go. He's fouled by Sheldon Kirk. I believe that's Kirk's, we're going to check this out. It could be his fourth. That is Sheldon Kirk's fourth personal. And this will send George Peterson to the charity stripe. Joel Leichman getting ready to come back in for the Raiders. At the line is Peterson, in and out. They must have a cover on the basket down there. Kirk checks out. Joel Leichman checks back in for the Raiders. 42-28, 2:35. Peterson's second shot. And George's second shot goes off the back of the iron, tipped around, and we get controlled by the Raiders, Jeff Iacono. Wyatt Kelly, who just came into the ball game, will pick up the personal. And we go back the other way. The Raiders 9 team fouls. And they're going to go to the charity stripe. Jeff Iacono will go to the line here. 42-28, 2:32 left in the third quarter. Iacono's shot goes off the rim, controlled by Kelly of the Minutemen, and back they come. Jumper, and it doesn't go. The rebound is controlled by the Raiders as Leichman holds it up. Shot was by Tate Williams there. Mill River went off the iron, and they've gone cold here momentarily for Mill River. Back inside, tipped away. The Raiders control. Jason Fair awful close to the timeline, but he does save it, and back come the Raiders now. Leichman looks for Iacono. They go down low. Jason Fair, turn around off the rim. Rebound is controlled by Wyatt Kelly, and Jason Fair will pick up the personal to the delight of the Mill River fans here tonight at Keefe Gymnasium. 42-28, 1:46 left here in the third quarter play. The Raiders on top. Raiders had a 32-18 lead at halftime. And this will send Wyatt Kelly to the line for Mill River. Kelly will have another one coming here. And ball tipped around, controlled by the Raiders. Pat Barker brings it down ahead to Barbagallo. Craig Barbagallo now. Inside to Leachman. Turn around, doesn't go. Rebound is controlled by Peterson. 1:32 left. It's 42-28. Looks like we've been frozen in time. The shot doesn't go. And we got a foul on the play as Wyatt Kelly went to the hoop. They're going to get him for a charging foul. Charging foul against Wyatt Kelly. That's his second personal, and the ball will be inbounded by the Raiders. Big Barbagallo now. We're down to 1:20 left here in the third quarter. Over to Jason Fair. It's taken away. Steal. And into the basket. It's good. Underneath with the bucket was Victor Perez-Chirinos. With the steal was Tate Williams. They brought it down, and they're the two hooked up for the Mill River basket. We got a fall away from the ball here as Jeff Iacono hit the deck. So a call away from the basketball. Checking back in is going to be Billy Austin for Mill River. And in the ball game will be number 24, Josh Lynn. Not yet, though. He's waiting to come in. Double bonus. 42-30 and 58 seconds left. And at the line for the Raiders will be Jeff Iacono. And here comes Austin for the Minutemen. And Josh Lynn for the Raiders. Checking out is Perez Carinos for Mill River. Jason Fair for the Raiders. And Jeff's second shot is good. Jeff Iacono gets both of them for the Raiders. 44-30 now. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Seems like this quarter has been going on forever. Cross-court pass. It's a dangerous pass. The shot is off the back of the iron by Jeremy Brown. There's a foul underneath. I believe it was Pat Barker on the personal for the Raiders. So Barker picks up the foul. That's his third. Right, no, let's see. They don't have the right numbers on the That's his second. So Pat's second. And at the line will be Wyatt Kelly for the Minutemen. I'll tell you, they snake bitten at the foul line tonight. Second one doesn't go. Rebound is controlled by Leitchman of the Raiders. Barbagallo now. You get less than a minute to go. We're down to about 34 seconds now in the third quarter as Barbagallo is hounded by Austin on the defensive side of things. Back out to the top to Barbagallo. 25 seconds left. 44-30. That's your score. The Raiders on top here in the third quarter of play. Carboneau looking for some help. Gets the ball to Leitchman. Leitchman now. Boy, he had the lane, but he turned the wrong way. They're going to hold here. 7 seconds left. Wait for the last shot. Barker, jumper, and it goes off the left side of the backboard. The shot at the other end doesn't go. After 3 quarters of play from Keefe Gymnasium, the Rutland High Red Raiders 44 and the Mill River Minutemen 30. And we're getting ready for the fourth quarter of action here as we get underway. 7:57 left, 44-30. The Raiders with the 14-point lead over the Minutemen. The Raiders pretty much controlled that third quarter play, and the Minutemen didn't go on the foul line all that much in that third quarter. But when they did go, they couldn't come up with the foul shots, and otherwise it might have been a little bit closer by now. Peterson brings it back for Mill River with the steal, and he had it knocked out of his hands, but Mill River will inbound. Down at that end, it's 44-30, 7:35. And the Raiders had the lead at halftime, 32-18, 44-30 at the end of 3. Shot underneath doesn't go. Peterson in the lane, puts it up off the glass, and it's good. And he gets the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play as George Peterson took it inside. And we got a foul on as Sheldon Kirk checks back in. It's going to be Joel Leitchman will pick up his 4th. So he's going to have to be careful here heading down the stretch in the fourth quarter as Peterson and didn't get the foul shot. Leitchman gets the rebound, brings it back to Barbagallo. Again, the reason why Craig Barbagallo is in is we have a foul down there. Well, you can see Clay Piani doesn't want to be called for that foul. I believe it was on Kirk is going to go on the line. Oh, he did call it on Clay Piani. That's his 4th. Barbagallo's in because first quarter Kyle Wilson was injured, and we still haven't seen him come out of the locker room yet. Checking in is going to be number 30, Chris Williams for Mill River, as Clay Piani will take a breather. He's just picked up his 4th personal. So he'll sit down, and Sheldon Kirk at the line gets them both, or gets one, I'm sorry. 45-32 is your score here with 7:10 left in the fourth quarter. Long one, and a 3-pointer by Victor Perez-Dorinos for Mill River. It's a 45-35 ball game now. Down low, knocked away. Nice play defensively by Chris Williams of the Minutemen. A long way to go in this one. 6:56 left, and the Raiders lead by 10. Outside to Barker. Leitchman with the jumper doesn't go. Rebound is controlled by the Raiders. Putback is good. Barker on the boards, and Pat puts the Raiders up 47-35 now as they're up by 12, and the ball goes out of bounds. As checking back in is Tate Williams for Mill River as Jeremy Brown checks out, and the Raiders will inbound it. 6:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Barbagallo and Barker. Kirk is out there. Iacono and Leitchman. The shot off the rim. We got a whistle. Red 3-0. That's going to be Chris Williams on the personal, and I believe that's his. They got him listed for 5. They're going to send Clay Piani back in. Number 30 checking out. And as Chris Williams picked up his 5th personal, so he has fouled out of the contest. Clay Piani, who just came out after picking up his 4th, is checked back in. And at the line is going to be Joel Leichman. For the Raiders, the first one's good. 48-35 now. Second shot is good. So Leichman gets them both. It's a 49-35 ball game here. The Raiders up the lead. Shot from downtown doesn't go by Perez Carino, and it's controlled by Leichman. Leichman doing the job now on the defensive boards for the Raiders. Back comes Iacono. Iacono and Barbagallo are the guards. Into Barker now as Barker goes to Leichman. The Raiders killing some time off the clock here as we're down to 6 minutes now. Looking for some help. The Minutemen need the basketball. And time is on the side of the Raiders at this point. It's 49-35. The Raiders on top with 5:45 left now in the 4th quarter. In the lane, doesn't go. Shot by Kirk is controlled. Nice rebound by Jeff Iacono. Shortest guy out there at this point. Ball is knocked away, and it's going to be a Raider basketball as Billy Austin knocked it out of his hands. 49-35, 5:35 left now. And Coach Kinsman wants a timeout. The Raiders will take a timeout, and we'll take a short break. Keefe, it's 5:35 left to go in the 4th quarter. 49-35. The Raiders on top of the Mill River Minutemen here tonight. High school basketball on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Ernie Sule. And the Raiders, Jeff Iacono, 3-point land, in and out, back in and out. And Kirk with the rebound doesn't go. The putback, Leichman controls. Back out to Iacono. He loses it, gets it back momentarily. Got it back now to the Raiders' hands. They go outside. Barker, Barbagallo. Jeff Iacono. Down to 5:10 now. 4th quarter of play here. 49-35. The Raiders. Leichman. And a jumper again in and out by Leichman. Mill River. Billy Austin back for the Minutemen. In the lane. And he wanted to go to Piani. And it goes back to the Raiders as Barbagallo loses it. And Austin. Billy Austin tried to call timeout before he went out of bounds. He didn't make it. So he goes out of bounds. The ball goes back to the Raiders here with less than 5 minutes to play now. 49-35. Raiders put it in play. Jeff Iacono. Up to Barker. Tipped around. Barbagallo. Oh, that was tipped. So the ball was tipped by a Mill River player, and then Barbagallo went to get it. He was in backcourt, but if the ball is tipped, that's not a backcourt violation as far as I know. As far as I know, the ball, once the ball is tipped by the defensive player and it does go in backcourt, it's not an infraction. The ball should stay in the hands of the Raiders. A little conference going on with the officials. Just like the big times here. We don't have a replay to show you, so. They are going to give the ball back to the Raiders. That's the call. I mean, that's the rule. The ball was tipped. It goes in the backcourt, but it was tipped by the defensive team. So therefore, it is not a backcourt violation. That's not a backcourt violation either, because the man can come into the backcourt to get the pass, the out-of-bounds pass. The Raiders lose the ball out of bounds at any rate by Barbagallo loses it off his hands, and with 4:38 left, it's 49-35. Mill River now. They wanted to go outside to Austin. Down low, Peterson. Turnaround jumper doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Clay Piani has a block by Leichman. And Barbagallo races into the forecourt. The jumper in and out. Boy, the last 3 shots by the Raiders, they've been in and out down at that end. Back they go. Closing in on 4 minutes now left in the game. Piani with the jumper in the lane doesn't go. Rebound is Peterson rips it away from Barker and puts a shot up off the rim and falls. And now we got a turnover. And Mill River will get the basketball. So a turnover back at the other end of the court there. And apparently somebody didn't have their foot across the line or some sort of something happened down there. And Mill River has the ball in their hands again. And the shot inside doesn't go. Rebound is controlled by Mill River, the putback. And we got a foul on the play. No, it wasn't a foul on the play. I guess we're all set. We had a whistle. George Peterson gets the bucket. It's 49-39 with 3:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Things starting to heat up at Keith. Mill River gets the ball back. Billy Austin with the basketball. Looking for help now as he goes. Now it goes back in the Austin's hands. They go down low to Peterson, dishes it outside, doesn't go. Rebound controlled by Peterson. Billy Austin with the shot, doesn't go. Rebound Raiders. And it's Raider basketball as Barbagallo brings it up and is going to slow it down a little bit. 3:18 left, 49-39. The Raiders on top. Jeff Iacono killing some time. A little dribbling exhibition here is Iacono now. The Raiders stay outside as a kick by Perez Carinos. As Victor kicks the ball, we get a timeout taken by Mill River. And I believe it's a full timeout. So we'll take a short break and be back. Back at Keith. Yes, I do. Back at Keith, 49-39. Never you mind. And we've got 3:06 left in the contest here as Ernie is trying to get a score from that MSJ Brattleboro game from Convent Avenue. We've got a barn burner here. Mill River had the steal. Leichman gets it back, and we got a foul on the play here as Rutland had it. Mill River got the steal. Leichman came up with the steal for the Raiders. He's fouled on the play. And who are they going to give that one to? They're going to give it to Perez Chirinos. So he picks up his third. At the line is Joel Leichman. 49-39. The Raiders with 2:55 left in the contest. And Leichman's second shot is good. It makes it a 50-39 ball game. Checking in for the Raiders is, checking out is Craig Barbagallo. Checking in is Jason Fair now as he checks in for Dave Kinsman's Raiders now. As they've got Fair. Iacono's in. They gave Craig Barbagallo a rest here. He gets a breather. They go down low to Piani. They whip it around here. A shot from outside doesn't go. And Perez picks it up now. Perez Chirinos. It's at the Billy Austin down low. Piani off the glass and in. 50-41. 2:33 left. And the Raiders lead is 9. Back the other way now. The Raiders and Pat Barker. Barker. And it was a foul on George Peterson. Coach I used to have always said if you're going to foul them, make it count. And that's what Peterson did. So this will send both teams at the limit. So they're going to go to the foul line from this point on. 50-41. And at the charity stripe for the Raiders, Jeff Iacono. All right, Jeff gets them both. 52-41. Back comes Billy Austin for the Minutemen. 2:30 left. Austin. Oh, he wanted to take that three-pointer. On the baseline. Pass is intercepted. The Raiders get it back. Nice play by Jason Fair. Iacono will slow it down now as Mill River has to come to the basketball. They got a foul now with 2:02 left here. 52-41. Unfortunately, at this point, both teams are going to go to the foul line because they're both at the limit. And nice play. Leichman gets the bucket. And it's 54-41 with 1:47 left. Austin back the other way for Mill River. Boy, a lot of passing. There's a shot by Perez, and he got the three-pointer. Perez Chirinos, Victor gets the bucket. The three-point shot is good. 54-44, down to a 10-point lead. Full timeout with 1:37 left. The Raiders by 10. Keefe, it's 1:37 to go in this one. It's been a good one. The Raiders with a 54-44 lead here, 10-point lead, as Mill River will be on the defensive side of things here. The Raiders will inbound it. And pretty much this is the way it's going to be the rest of the way. I would think the rest of the way we're going to be going to the foul line. George Peterson picks up the personal. And that's George's fourth. And this will send Joel Leichman to the free throw line.
75-61.
The score from Convent Avenue is 75-61, and Brattleboro apparently
75-61.
favor the Colonels, right? Okay. 75-61. It's Brattleboro over MSJ at this point. Of course, this game being taped, so you people will, everyone will know it before you see this tape, that's for sure.
They would know this score, but nobody down the radio first will answer the phone.
That's right. So Leichman gets the first one, Joel with the second one, and it drops in. 56-44, and the Raiders pull away now. Jason Fair with the steal. Take the shot yourself. What the heck? You got the steal, and he gets it back to Barker. Barker to Jeff Iacono. Don't stand around, because that's when you get trapped. Jason Fair back to Leichman. Nice play. And nice ball movement by the Raiders as Pat Barker gets fouled. And this one's going to go against Billy Austin. 22 picks up the personal. 1:18 left. 56-44. Pat Barker at the charity stripe. Well, the Raiders can just stay there the rest of the way and just increase their lead. They keep hitting the foul shots. 57-44, Barker for the second attempt. And Pat is perfect on those. 58-44 now. The Raiders going to wrap this one up here tonight against the Mill River Minutemen. There's a long three-point shot by Perez Chirinos. And 22nd timeout. It's 58-47. And we'll basically, I guess we're going to leave it right here. We got 1:10 left. The Raiders had a lead at halftime of 32-18. And then after three, it was 44-30. The Raiders, and I guess they got it down to 9, and that was as close as Mill River got here in the fourth quarter. So with 1:10 left, it's 58-47. And there's a little bit of a discussion at the table, but I don't know what that's all about. And this is a, was that a 20-second?
They called a 20.
He didn't have one.
He had one left, so he went to my fault. It's a full.
So now it's a full timeout, and that's, yeah, and that's why I'm stuck here talking. So our next game, do we have? We got one coming up. I think we're in Fairhaven next Friday.
Friday night. You available?
I'm available. Huh? What's? Yeah, we can do a JV game, sure. So Ernie and I will be in Fairhaven next week. The Raiders will travel over there. Yes, I believe so. Well, either am I, but we'll be in Fairhaven next Friday night. The Raiders will travel over there to tangle with the Slaters. Thank you. And we'll be broadcasting both games, the JV and the varsity contest at Fairhaven Union High School next Friday night. And the Raiders try to inbound here. Pat Barker trying to inbound the basketball with 1:10 left. And, well, we almost lost our coach there. Jeff Iacono. And he takes a seat. Barely no travel, and they got a foul. And 1-0. And that's going to be on Jeremy Brown for Mill River. He picks up the personal. And this will send Pat Barker now, as the Raiders making cameo appearances at the charity stripe. 58-47. 1:03 left in the contest. And I'm getting a little hungry here at this point. So, yeah. Old junior mints. Pat Barker, and first shot in and out. Clay Piani, I'll tell you, did a great job. He had 4 fouls and stayed in the ball game. He's been on the bench for a little bit now. He's coming back into the contest for Mill River. And Pat Barker's second attempt is good. So the Raiders go up 59-47 here with 1:02 left. Billy Austin, three-pointer by Austin is off the glass. Down the other end come the Raiders now as they'll bring it down. Less than a minute to go as Austin commits the personal. And let's see if, I don't know if that's his last, that's his fourth or fifth. That's his third. Okay, so much for that. Steve a little slow on the board down there, but that's all right. We can excuse him. He's the same age as I am. We went to school together, so we'll take that into consideration. So we got a fresh five coming in here for Mill River as we get to 53 seconds. And the second shot by Jeff Iacono makes it a 60-47 ball game. And both teams, looks like they, at least Mill River, they're getting a good hand for the crowd on hand here from Mill River tonight, as it's a 61-47 ball game. Sheldon Kirk comes out. Iacono is in. Barker is still in. 24 is Josh Lynn for the Raiders. He's into the ball game. And also number 22 for the Raiders, Matt Shutt is in. So there you go. That rounds it out underneath. And Josh Lynn goes up in the air, picks up the personal. And at the line for Mill River, we get some of these Craig Barbagallo getting ready to come back in. That's a full timeout. Number 30 getting ready to come in, Dan Ryder for the Raiders. We'll take our last break right here, and we'll be back. Back at Keefe here, it's 43 seconds left, 61-47. The Raiders on top of the Mill River Minutemen here tonight, and at the foul line for Mill River. I can't see his number. The first time I'm going to put the glasses on tonight. Number 40. There you go. The way he was turned. Sam Winship is in there at the foul line. 61-47. The Raiders on top, and Winship now. And the second shot doesn't go. The rebound is controlled by Craig Barbagallo. So Barbagallo's in. Matt Shutt is in for the Raiders. Pat Barker is still in there for the Raiders, and he'll be going out shortly because Ryder will be coming in. Barbagallo. Well, Ernie, you may not make it. 61-47. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Definitely. 42 into the contest. It's a Rob Congdon for Mill River. Number 15 is in for Mill River. It's Jesse Giambattista. We're trying to get some of the subs in here. Put it up. There you go. And he got the three-pointer. Giambattista for three. And it's 61-50 with 5 seconds left. Back the other way. The Raiders had the ball, lost it, and there's the buzzer. And that'll do it. From Keefe Gymnasium, there was a scramble here. The Raiders opened up strong. Mill River came back, and at halftime it was 32-18 in favor of the Raiders. At the end of three, it was 44-30. And the final tonight here from Keefe Gymnasium, the Rutland High Red Raiders 61, and the Mill River Minutemen 50. And that's the way we ended up tonight. So an entertaining ball game, fairly physical out there. A lot of falls and a lot of good defense on both teams, both sides of the court. Our next ball game going to be over at Mill River, or Fairhaven, I should say, next Friday night at Fairhaven Union High School. Ernie and I will be there to do that one. Actually, we'll be doing both of them. The JV game tonight, and I'm looking for the score. I wrote it down. I can't find the darn thing. Yeah, really. So it was 54-44, the Rutland High Red Raiders over the Mill River Minutemen in the JV contest. And the final, once again, from Keefe Gymnasium tonight, Rutland High Red Raiders 61, the Mill River Minutemen 50. So for Ernie Sule, Mark Carboneau saying we'll see you down the road.